As the number of COVID-19 infections continue to increase in Cebu City, President Rodrigo Duterte has decided to extend the enhanced community quarantine in the area.
One of the reasons, really, I would say, even without consulting the body, because you did not follow rules. Hindi ganun karami yan. You have the highest. Cebu is now the hotspot for COVID. Bakit? Eh, wala mong sunod eh. Marami sa inyo hindi sumunod.
Over in Metro Manila, the president noted the substantial compliance to community quarantine protocols. NCR will remain under general community quarantine together with Benguet, Cavite, and Rizal, as well as the cities of Lapu-Lapu and Mandawi in Cebu. Leyte, including Ormoc and Southern Leyte, are also under GCQ. Same goes for Talisay, Minglanilla, and Consolacion in Cebu. The rest of the country was placed under modified GCQ, though strict local action will be enforced in select areas. Meanwhile, the president highlighted that normalcy at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport is still far-fetched, with limited and delayed flights resulting in numerous stranded passengers. In his public address on Tuesday evening, the president ordered Transportation Secretary Art Tugade to provide more seats for airline passengers. He also ordered the Interior Department to provide food and lodging for locally stranded individuals.
You will be transported to a place. I will pay. You just bill me. Pati pagkain.
Duterte also reiterated that Health Chief Francisco Duque still has his trust and confidence, as he has appointed him to the post due to his competence.
Nakita ko to si Secretary Duque in the many meetings that we had. Nakita ako siya nagtatrabaho. Ngayon nagtatrabaho yung tao. Noong nakita na incompetence.
The president also warned courier firm J&T for not doing its job well amid the pandemic. The logistics company went under fire recently after a video of its workers handling parcels recklessly went viral.
I am not condemning you now. I am not also insinuating that you are liable or guilty of doing it. It would depend greatly on what is the result of the investigation.
The president ordered the NBI and the CIDG to conduct the investigation and the Bureau of Internal Revenue to check the company's financial records. J&T has said that it will cooperate with the government in any of its probe. For News 5, Maricel Halili, we are One News.
Meanwhile, Palace spokesperson Harry Roque clarifies his controversial winning statement against the University of the Philippines. In an interview with 1PH earlier today, Roque said the enemy was not UP, but the coronavirus disease. Roque explained that he was just delighted that the government had beaten UP's projection of 40,000 COVID-19 cases by the end of June.
Sa akin, tingin ko na good news yun na hindi tayo umabot sa 40,000. At ang sandata naman natin, reduce the probability of getting the disease by as much as 85%. Po yung dahilan kung bakit nagagalak naman ako na it's a small victory, no? Pero still a victory.
Talking about those numbers, COVID-19 cases in the country went past 38,500 today. Close to 1,000 new COVID-19 cases were recorded over the past 24 hours. More than 590 are fresh, while around 400 were late cases. 4 new COVID-19 deaths were also reported today, bringing the death toll to 1,270. Total recoveries are now at over 10,400, with 205 new recoveries today. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere explains the discrepancy in the number of confirmed cases and positive individuals in the DOH website. Vergere says that the 47,000 positive individuals refer to cases that have yet to be confirmed and validated to avoid duplication. Only after the DOH's assessment will these cases be classified as confirmed cases.
Ito pong ginagawa ng laboratorio, bago po namin yan itag as confirmed at mapunta dun sa 37,000 na sinasabi natin, kailangan pa ho namin i-validate at i-verify yan. Kasi ito pong mga unique individuals tested or yung cumulative na yan, maaring may duplicates kami, maaring meron din pong natag na sa ibang laboratorio, kaya nagdodoble-doble ang numero.
As of the end of June, a total of over 63,600 OFWs have returned to the Philippines since the pandemic began. The Foreign Affairs Department says it's still working closely with the Labor Department to repatriate all other OFWs who want to go home. But for now, the two agencies are racing against time to beat the July 4 deadline to bring home the bodies of the remaining 274 Filipinos who died in Saudi Arabia.
The July 4 is already being discussed to extend the July 4 deadline because on the part of Dole, they have to mount a charter plane for this one, and I understand that the plane may not be available by July 4. Iuwi din naman yung mga COVID infected. Lahat ng Pilipino, kung pwede, iuwi natin lahat. So yan po, matutuloy po yan.
The Transportation Department is now looking for ways on how to make NAIA more passenger-friendly. This follows President Rodrigo Duterte's call for the agency to address the struggles of stranded individuals. Greg Gregorio has the report.
Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade, along with other officials, inspected the NAIA Terminal 3 on Wednesday. Due to insufficient seats inside the airport, some passengers had to camp outside its premises. The seats, said Tugade, were removed to enforce social distancing. But that's about to change.
Nagutos ko kanina na bumili ng mga upuan para antemano madagdagan 2,000 yata kagad yun, minimum, umpisa.
The move follows the president's instruction that more seats should be set up for passengers. Duterte likewise ordered that Tugade get rid of some restaurants in the gateway. Upon checking all restaurants and cafes, Tugade said that establishments which aren't operating yet should open to provide space for stranded individuals. A VIP lounge will also be made available for stranded passengers.
Minsan nagkakansila yung mga airlines, hindi po natin talagang 100 makontrol yun. Makikiusap po kami sa kanila. Kasi hindi ko naman normal itong kalagayan natin ngayon.
But Tugade reminded travelers only those with confirmed tickets will be allowed entry to the airport.
Kasi isipin po natin yung high security demands ng isang paliparan na hindi natin pwedeng papasukin unlimited yung mga publiko.
Tugade also visited those who are taking refuge at a waiting shed near the airport. Among them was Aileen, whose supposed flight to Davao Wednesday night was cancelled.
Tapos pag pasok namin dyan, sinabihan kami na kansilado daw po yung flight namin, hindi po kami makauwi. Yun nga lang, kasi sarado na yung accommodation namin, wala na po kami mauuwian.
Aileen and her company have been taken to the airport where they can seek refuge while waiting for their next flight. Secretary Tugade said that they will look after their welfare as long as they can, and they will coordinate with airlines and LGUs regarding their case. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
Let's pause for a quick break. One News Now will be back with more stories. Keep it here. Ria, can you hear? Good afternoon, I'm Charles Lejano. You're still watching One News Now. Finance Secretary Sonny Dominguez reiterates his stand that Metro Manila's status should soon be downgraded to modified GCQ. The finance chief says the country won't hit its goal of being an upper middle income country this year. Meanwhile, Japan has approved the Philippines' 50 billion yen loan that's equivalent to over 23 billion pesos. This seeks to fund the government's COVID response and economic recovery programs, including the hiring of contact tracers and putting up additional testing centers. The loan has an annual interest rate of 0.01% and will be paid in 15 years, including a 4-year grace period.
You know, this loan is really a budgetary support facility. And essentially what has happened is because of the COVID crisis, our tax collections are very weak. And because of lack of consumption, lack of importation, etc. So this loan essentially will cover part of the drop in our revenues.
The Tourism and Trade Departments inspected some hotels and other similar establishments to check their compliance with health protocols. Marco Polo Hotel and Go Hotel in Ortigas were found to be compliant with minimum health standards. Tourism Secretary Berna Romulo Puyat says she wants more establishments to go contactless. She also wants accommodation establishments to be ready for when Metro Manila is placed under modified general community quarantine.
Yes, they're all compliant. They will never be DOT accredited kung hindi compliant. But syempre yung gusto natin like more contactless, yung more sa QR code, yung kasi that's why we also go para, and then we are also giving yung libreng digital app para matulungan sila.
As for restaurants, Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez says that their compliance rate is currently at 95 to 100%. Lopez adds that customers want to ensure that restaurants are following safety protocols. He's likewise pushing for contactless systems.
Yung iba nakapapel pa. Pero the convenience of digital na, kasi after that hindi na i-encode. As you register, na-encode na siya kasi digital siya. So we really encourage that QR. So lahat yan parang QR code na. The menu, the payment, and also the health declaration, which is needed for contact tracing.
One lawmaker is asking the NTC to be fair and not single out ABS-CBN over issues that other companies are said to be guilty of as well. To give us more details on this, we have Ria Fernandez. She's reporting live from the House of Representatives in Batasan. Ria, good afternoon.
Charles, a House lawmaker is claiming that at least 15 broadcasting companies remain on air despite having expired franchises.
Nueva Ecija 2nd District Representative Micaela Violago asked the National Telecommunications Commission to look into other broadcasting companies aside from ABS-CBN. During today's session on ABS-CBN's franchise bid, she revealed that other firms are currently on air despite their licenses expiring way back 2015.
Na bakit po hanggang ngayon merong mga broadcasting companies na continuous po ang paglabas nila kahit expired na ang kanilang mga franchises. They might also be violate any labor law or tax evasion law.
Violago will be filing a resolution over the matter. This comes after the NTC issued a new cease and desist order, first on ABS-CBN's airing on TV Plus and another one against Sky Direct, the direct broadcast satellite service of its subsidiary, Sky Cable. With this, the network hopes the Supreme Court will soon resolve the petition they filed against the first CDO issued against them. ABS-CBN President and CEO Carlo Katigbak earlier appealed that they be given the same privilege of extension awarded to other broadcasting companies for fairness' sake. The House lawmakers, meanwhile, have yet to decide on the Kapamilya Network's fresh franchise application. They are currently on the 10th day of their inquiry. dedicated to the alleged tax violations of ABS-CBN. The Bureau of Internal Revenue reiterates that the network pays its corporate taxes regularly.
ABS-CBN Corporation is under investigation for the year 2019. 2018 and prior years, they were already investigated. But if we will speak of delinquent account, there is no outstanding delinquent account.
Charles House Good Government Committee Chairperson Jonathan C. Alvarado denied that they are delaying the proceedings of ABS-CBN's hearing. In fact, in basketball parlance, Alvarado said that they are already in the fourth quarter of the inquiry. Charles?
All right, thanks for that, Ria. That was Ria Fernandez reporting live from the Batasang Pambansa. For more updates, be sure to follow News 5, the Philippine Star and Business World online. You can also visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. And you can catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano, we One News.